Montre Carradine is a busy working mom raising kids while teaching the next generation of lawyers. She's also African American, and all of those things are closely connected to one of her areas of expertise that we're learning more about during this Black History Month: critical race feminism. Named one of the 50 most influential minority law professors under 50, Montre Carradine teaches a course combining two often controversial topics: race and feminism.
The critical race feminism is a framework for considering the intersection of race and gender. We focus in critical race feminism on a concept called intersectionality, a term that was coined by Kimberly Crenshaw, Professor Kimberly Crenshaw, who is a critical race theorist. And she recognized some time ago the need for a framework that specifically deals with the issues that women of color face and that white feminism had overlooked.
It's a field of study she became interested in after taking a course in critical race theory as a law student, long before it became a hot-button nationwide trending topic. It was her colleague and critical race theory book author, Professor Richard Delgado, who first told me she's a woman breaking barriers in discussions of race and gender.
It's about understanding the experiences of all women and how one policy may be beneficial to one group of women, but actually might be harmful to another group. And in terms of practical, everyday applications of this framework to understand the way that women of color are impacted.
Ways that impact the day-to-day lives of women in Alabama.
I mean, we think about our jobs. Many of us work, women of color, Black women in particular, make a whole lot less than white men and less than our white women counterparts. We get worse outcomes in healthcare. In particular, when it comes to pregnancy, there's a high mortality rate amongst Black women during the birth process. So there are a lot of issues that critical race feminism is very useful for considering.
Growing up in Louisiana, Carradine couldn't decide if she wanted to be a teacher or a lawyer, and not knowing she would eventually become both.
And I didn't understand probably until I got to law school how those things would connect. And so eventually I became a law professor, but I always had an interest in the law. I always argued a lot, especially like with my dad. We would debate different issues. We would debate laws and policies and talk about politics growing up at home.
As the country debates representation on the Supreme Court, Carradine says it's still an obstacle in the legal profession she's had to overcome herself.
We have highs and lows when it comes to representation. For a long time, I was the only Black woman on the faculty at UA's law school. The first Black woman that I know of to reach full tenure, full professor status with tenure.
What helps, she says, is the support of women whose lives she honors through her work.
So I got a really strong foundation in my small hometown, especially from the Black church. And in particular, I think about the Black women who mentored me from a very young age, who put me out front, gave me parts in like the Easter program, the Christmas program, like that, put me up to do solos and even have me playing piano. But I was not very good at it, but still encouraging me. So I've always been encouraged. I've always had people telling me that I could do great things and that I had talents.
Carla Wade, WVTM 13.